Naoya Inoue has successfully defended his undisputed Super Bantamweight World Championship against David Alan Picasso via unanimous decision in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia on the Ring 5 Night of the Samurai card. Let's get into it. I scored the fight 120 to 108, 12 rounds to nothing for Naoya Inoue. One judge did give Picasso 3 rounds, which was somewhat shocking to me. Inoue will improve to 32 wins with 27 knockouts, remaining undefeated. Steve Weisfeld found 1 round to give Picasso. Don't have much problem with that. John Yona Fernandez was the one who gave 3 to Picasso, and Dion Duarte had it 12 to nothing. I'm glad I waited about 24 hours to do my reaction video on this, because in the immediate aftermath and even during the fight, I found myself a little bit disappointed. I found myself in the let's cut to the chase, let's cut to the knockout sort of vibe as the fight progressed. Picasso fought most of the fight within range of Inoue. However, he maintained a very high guard and somewhat an unwillingness to engage, although he did land punches and he did try to win. He didn't do any Jake Paul shenanigans and fall on the floor and grab people's knees. And you could even see at times Inoue getting frustrated later in the fight, putting his hands down, trying to goad Picasso into punching so that Inoue could counter and potentially get him out of there. I'm glad I waited, like I said, and one of the reasons is you have to put things into perspective about Naoya Inoue. He fought the number 4 ranked by Ring Magazine Super Bantamweight in the world and won every round. And won every single round. This is his 4th defense of the undisputed title this year. That's incredible to have a fighter of this caliber who generates this much money, and especially in his home country of Japan, fighting 4 times. Fighting 4 times at all. Not to mention defending the undisputed championship. I think another thing that's kind of being missed out there, and it's not a criticism, but it's something worth noting, this is his 4th fight on the 3rd continent. He fought this fight in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, fight before that, Nagoya, Japan, fight before that, Las Vegas, fight before that, Japan. So he truly is a world champion. Now, I know some of you may nitpick and say Saudi Arabia is technically part of Asia, but regardless, the Middle East and East Asia are very vastly different places and not very close together. This is what world champions are supposed to do. Some of the things Inoue did right, his power looked good. He was working the body. His jab is almost a power punch at times. It's very impressive to watch. Picasso's just a tough dude. I mean, the guy was undefeated before this fight. He's used to bigger guys. That's another thing. Picasso had sort of been campaigning in the 126 range before this fight. He was clearly taller and bigger than Inoue, and I think that helped him take the punches. But he still lost every round. And it wasn't a boring fight, right? Inoue tried to knock him out, and you've got to respect that. And Inoue himself at the end, and man, how can you not like this guy, was disappointed in his performance. And he said, I got tired in there. I should have done better. I will improve. He wanted the knockout, and he felt like he let his fans down. As far as, banana peels here for the big build-up fight to Junta Nakatani clash, I will do a separate video on Nakatani's performance, but nevertheless, that fight is still on. Mostly because of Nakatani's performance, I think there's a little bit of luster gone, but that's okay. My point is we need to stop with the marinating of these fights. It's got to stop, because last night was almost a disaster as far as getting the super fight. Not so much because of Inoue, but these guys should have fought each other last night, and they didn't. And I am very impressed with Inoue. There's just nothing. A lot of people are talking about a decline. Are you crazy? He routed the number 4 ranked super bantamweight in the world and won 12 rounds. That's not decline. That's an ass whipping. And because, look, 122 pounders, they don't get a lot of knockouts anyway. So just because he didn't get a knockout in this fight doesn't mean he's declined. And he fought a bigger guy again. So we need to pump the brakes on Inoue's decline. I mean, my goodness. Guys, if you can, do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps the channel grow. I'm extremely grateful to all the viewers. My last video did 10,000 views. I never thought setting up my iPhone in the basement that anything like that was possible. Thank you so much. I'm very humbled. Final point. This goes out to Turki Al-Sheikh, Eddie Hearn, and some of the other money people behind the scenes. Do not put Naoya Inoue versus Junto Nakatani, which is scheduled probably sometime late spring, late summer, in that 3 to 4 month range. Do not put that fight in Saudi Arabia. That fight must be in the Tokyo Dome in Japan. The Japanese fans deserve it. The fighters deserve it. It will generate a bountiful gate. It will do massive numbers on pay-per-view. Do not put that fight in Saudi Arabia in front of a bunch of people who don't care. It will hurt the sport. That fight must be in front of these two great legends' hometown or home crowd. As an American boxing fan, I demand it. I want to watch that fight in Tokyo. I'm not going to be able to go. I'm just saying when I turn on the TV, I want it to be in the Tokyo Dome. Maybe there's another venue that makes more sense, but it better be in frickin' Japan. All right, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. I read every single one, and I will do my best to respond to everyone. And please hit me up on Twitter at Blue Collar Boxing on X. I will see you on the next one.